What's up, everybody? My name is GiftTime, and you are watching Rugby Sense with GiftTime and Flynn, where we take 5 minutes to talk about a few things in USA Rugby news happening this week and coming up.
All right, everybody, got a big show this week. Big win by the Eagles, and then kind of transitioning to the women's sevens. And then, of course, we have our favorite videos of the week coming up, followed by our final thoughts. Gift, let's get after it. Good to be back.
Rugby Sense! It's nice to be back again, and I want to apologize to people. We didn't get up Rugby Sense last week, and that was kind of my fault because my body shut down on me getting ready for the broadcast of the LSU and Oklahoma games. So I apologize for my humanity, but I mean, who cares? It's all good. We're going to get this one up. This one is up. Hey, this one is up. Yeah, there you go. If you're watching this, it's already up. So, yeah. Dude, how was everything? It's been a week, man. How's life?
It's been too long. It was good, man. Went up, played some rugby at Ole Miss. Played them in SLU. Tough games, good teams. Good to finally get some sevens in. It's been about since May since I played seven, so I was excited about that. Outside of that, man, just chilled out. How about yourself?
It was nice to be back in your own element.
Yeah, exactly. I love sevens.
Yeah, man. Look, everything's been good. You know, trying to slowly get these broadcasts. Got a chance to watch and cover a great game of LSU versus Oklahoma. You guys can see it right here on GiftTime Rugby Network. Go ahead and you can go look. Or the highlights or anything. Go ahead. I'll even put a link up in the middle for a second before we get started. So I'll give you a second to look. Second had. All right, man. Let's get started with our first topic of the day. American Rugby Championships, USA versus Chile. It came down to it that it was exactly what we expected it to be. 64-0 blowout. Let's put 5 minutes on the clock and go.
Like we said last week, we didn't expect them to put up a fight. The U.S.'s competition's done with. They played Canada, they played Argentina. So like we said, going into Chile, weren't worried about them, and a 64-0 victory proves that they were not a threat to the Eagles whatsoever. So now they're going to go on February 27th. They're going to play Brazil, then they're going to play Uruguay. Two really, again, easy games, like Chile-caliber teams. Nothing, again, to worry about. I didn't even know Uruguay had a national rugby team until I was looking stuff up, to be honest with you. But going back to the game, like I said, 64-0. 6 Eagles got their first tries in that game, which is pretty cool. And I think my favorite one came from Teo. So it kind of starts off. They're doing the quick offloads right off a scrum or right off a ruck, and they're fast hands, and then gets to one of the players, and the defender knocks it out. So everyone thought it was a knock on. Teo picks it up. He's kind of jogging around, doesn't know what's going on. The ref yells play on, and just dotted it down. I thought that was a great way on him to be heads up. Don't ever give up on the play, and just absolutely hilarious that no one knew what was going on.
Yeah, and look, they say it's never over until the whistle blows, and you got to give a lot of props, man. At least Teo kept with it, even though they pretty much walked it in. But yeah, you're right. It was a walkthrough game. We already knew Argentina and Canada were going to be the biggest competitions. Everybody else is kind of a walkover warm-up. I mean, they, like you said, 6 new caps came in. One of them coming from the U20 team that played last week against Canada's U20 and Logan Thomas. I think one of the great things that... I can't say anything great because I think this game really sucked. I mean, not in the sense that the USA sucked, but it wasn't exciting. It wasn't exciting.
When you get these blowout games, it's like they scored again, It's not. I mean, after the first 20 points, it's like, all right, well, they just ran away with it. It's not fun to watch. There's no competitiveness. There's no like on your feet moments, like on your toes moments. It's done.
I mean, when you talk about the first 20 points, it was 20 points in under 25 minutes. So that tells you a lot on it right there. But you know what? At least a lot of guys got some warm-ups, guys getting rest for the rest of the season. Todd Clever went 2, 1, and 0 at captainship before he returns over to England to essentially go back to being a pro. But I mean, it was interesting. You know, it was nice to see some people that you normally not see. I think one of the funniest things that came out of this for me was looking at Chris Bowman. He was starting prop for the USA Eagles in this game. Dude straight up looked like Kenny Powers from Eastbound Down. Like he had the strong '80s mullet with the strong mustache. I was like, look, man, hey, you're rocking it. You're rocking it. Bring it down.
Yeah.
But
I mean, this ARC is a good idea. It's kind of like the Six Nations of North American rugby.
right.
But the competition is just so poor.
Yeah.
I mean, the USA, Canada, and Argentina are in a class of their own. So it'd be cool if they did like a try, like how kind of South Africa, New Zealand, Australia do something.
Right.
So maybe if they were to do something like that, but I mean, if you throw in Chile, Uruguay, and Brazil, I mean, you're just killing these teams. I mean, there's no point in even playing the game.
You're right, and I think it's kind of interesting. But you know what? Maybe one day there could be an upset. It's as much a benefit for the three bottom teams as it is for the top.
Yeah. I mean, go back. Yeah, the three bottom teams, I get to experience some top level competition. Like to them, like Chile playing the U.S. is like the U.S. playing New Zealand. Like
right.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they get to experience some top-level rugby, which I guess is good for them to learn.
And it's really not even top level. It's just like slightly higher level than they are. But you're right. It's not very competitive. But I won't get mad at it. But the only thing I am upset with is that the parity really did suck. The top three are exactly as we expected. I guess we thought Argentina would probably be number one over US, but luckily whooping up on Chile a little bit better than Argentina whooped up on Chile helped for bonus points and stuff like that. So USA at number one, Argentina number two, and of course Canada at number three, which I'm always okay with. Canada, go down, go down. But yeah, next up, like you said, they have Brazil and Uruguay, and I mean, those are cakewalks. At least they'll get a nice vacation. They did Miami, freaking get to do Brazil. And,
not a bad life.
Yeah, it's almost Adam Sandler-esque. You get really, really bad output, but you get damn near a free vacation out of it. All right, man. 5 minutes are up on that. Let's go ahead, move on to our next topic. USA Women's Sevens, as the ARCs were going on, taking it down to Brazil. Sao Paulo Sevens were happening for the women. USA, they did okay. So we're going to throw 5 minutes on the board. And, dude, what are your thoughts? Go.
It was a good tournament. The Aussies took it by beating Canada in the Cup final 29-0. The Aussies is actually their 12th straight win in that 7 series, which is pretty cool. And another interesting thing I thought was Canada. We talked about them, I think it was last week or the week before. There's 7 veteran players down due to injuries, and they were talking about how they can still, finish top in the series and make a comeback. And they, making the championship game of a tournament without 7 veteran players is pretty impressive. And to go up against, you lost 29-0, which is pretty big in a sevens game. But the Aussies who won 12 straight, what are you going to do about it? So I think that's pretty cool. The Canada's, pretty for their reputation. That's good on them. The women, the USA women, there was some hype around them, and kind of just did not meet my expectations. New Zealand's always a tough team, but 21-0. I expected a lot more excitement, putting some points and giving them a game, but what are you going to do? And then I guess to cap it off in the plate, France kind of took it to Fiji 17-5. Again, nothing special there. Just a good game on France's part. Fiji didn't really bring much to the table. But I'll say it again, I'm very disappointed with the USA women over the weekend.
Yeah, look, for the most part, I obviously just tried to check out the USA women. I didn't really get to see much of the other games. And you know what? The thing that I saw, I'm the same way. The USA women just do not seem to have the same spark that they had at the end of the season. One of the things that I noticed, especially in the last 2 games against Australia and New Zealand, was this pertinence, this consistency to just fuck up passing. Like, they were so bad at passing. Like, it wasn't... And watching that game, it was actually a closer game. So, the New Zealand versus USA game, the first one, New Zealand took it. They took it, for what it's worth. You saw the confidence come back for the women for the later games. But when they played New Zealand, when they played Australia first, like, it was like the U.S. was exhausted. They were like, there was nothing left in them, and they were half-assing it. Like, the first minute, not even the first minute, first 30 seconds Australia's Elia Green took it in on an almost untouched score from like
Yep.
40 meters out. And I was like, are you serious? And I thought maybe tackling would end up being the name of the game.
Lazy. It was just lazy, just careless play.
It was lethargic as hell. It was lethargic as hell. And the same thing happened with New Zealand, except for it was worse. Because with New Zealand, they actually were not bad defensively. They actually kept New Zealand to only one score in the first half. It was in the second half when any pass they had going to the wing would just either go out of bounds or they turned it over. It was turnovers and going down, and I was not impressed. The other thing that I noticed, ironically, it's like I don't feel like the U.S. women have the same speed they had last year.
No.
They seem slow. It seems slow and sluggish. It's nice to see Jillian Potter return. Nice to see Kelly Griffin on the field, and some of the other veterans, but. Not gonna lie, I would say that was probably the best 15s team that could have been on the field. Unfortunately, we don't have 15s playing. We needed backs, and I felt like a lot of the speed was lost. And the people that could have, they were inexperienced. It was very jarring to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it like you said, it just seemed like they didn't care. It seems like they've really have fallen off since they last took the pitch last season. Which, I mean, they have the veterans back. I don't know what could be. I mean, just kind of, is it training lacked? Is it the coaching? I mean, is it they're not getting together enough? Are they not playing with their clubs enough?
Right.
I mean, it could be a whole slew of reasons, but like I said, they're not delivering on the stage. I mean, there was so much hype. There was so much good stuff said about them heading into the seventh series, but it's nothing. I mean, they're just not there.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be a cohesion problem because that was one of the big issues. And I think a little bit they might be overthinking and trying to do too much. Coaching changes. There's I guess slightly differs in philosophy. Along with it, you have players still shifting out. We got to see one player that we had actually done as a player of the week, Nia Tapper. She got some good play in, but you could also see the lack of experience in the international level for her. So I don't know, but the women have to figure it out. Luckily, they ended up 4th in this, but they're 8th overall. So you have a lot of ground to cover. And if you can't beat New Zealand and Australia, I don't know who you're going to deal with. But one thing I got to give them credit for, kudos to beating England. Like, England's a good team.
Yeah, that was nice.
It was they at least were able to take that and Russia as well as but Spain was already known. They're a cakewalk.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, all right, that's 5 minutes off. Dude, I could go on for days on that one. But you limit me, people. You limit me. But, all right, Lude, let's move on to our question of the week. All right. The question of the week. 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 It's the question of the week. Oh, yeah. Alright. Question of the week is, once again, we are going to be talking about what was our favorite videos. And you know what? I need to change this from question of the week to video of the week because I really do like doing these videos. Also, if you guys have any thoughts, dude, send us your videos. Go ahead and send it to @GiftTime Rugby, and we will post it up for the next video. So, Ryan, man, let's throw up 5 minutes on the board. Dude, what was your favorite video?
This one was a little bit of a throwback. It's the All Blacks making fun of the NFL commercial where they put, like, the one guy jumps through the windows of a car, another one kicks a bell on top of a building, and the All Blacks come back and say they faked it, and they do, like, actual skills. So one Kiwi is 3 balls are lined up in a row, and he nails the middle one. Another guy does, like, a reverse kick, and the ball lands. Really cool stuff, and legit skill that they have, the precision they have. I really enjoyed the video, and it's a cool rivalry, the NFL versus professional rugby. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I forget, it's from a few years ago, but I really enjoyed the video. It's cool to see.
Dude, yeah, man, that was a good video. I got a chance to see it. It was funny. I remember those NFL videos because it was it was a whole thing where you're just like, at first you're like, oh man, is this real? And then this is when you got broken in and realized that viral videos like that are fake as shit, and you would analyze them to death because you'd start slowing down the balls as it was getting there, and then you'd always like lose it, and then it would appear in their hand, and you're like, what the heck? Because fakeness. So for me, my favorite video for this week came from January. It was a video from the College Rugby Championships, and it was the dancing refs. The refs were gathered around together, and this dude went in. I hadn't gotten a chance to see it in a little bit, but you know what? It's always good to get a reminder. But that dude went in. He took it, and then you have to kind of wonder, like, dude, what were you guys all doing together if you're not doing anything? Like, if you got time to dance.
Yeah, he had to do it to him, man.
He had to do it. He had to bring it. That was what it was about. So, that was one of my favorite videos for this week. All right, man, let's call it on that one. Dude, you know what? Final thoughts today, man.
Yeah, man. Heading over to the NOLA Sevens tournament this weekend. Really excited. Gonna be some awesome rugby. Mississippi State, USA, Southern Miss. You catch it live stream. You catch the championship live stream down here on GiftTime. So check it out. It's gonna be a good weekend of rugby. Yeah,
man. We got that taken care of. Nice new gear to go present out, and we'll be doing the game. We got a little something special for the people that are gonna be there, and hopefully get some good photography and stuff like that. So it should be good stuff. I'm very excited for it. Other than that, man, I'm just happy that we got some new gear. Got to give a shout out to our sponsors, Believe Sports. Even though they don't actually sponsor this one, they sponsor the broadcast and our MVPs. So big shout out because big support. It's nice to have some fresh gear, actually looking more professional every once in a while. So I had to rock a little bit of it, give it a little love on both sides. So that was life, squad. So, all right, Ryan, man, dude, it looks like we're gonna have a short day today. I think people will be happy next week, dude. USA Las Vegas Sevens. Let's
get it.
And we got a lot to talk about for it. So you guys enjoy. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and hit us up at GiftTime Rugby on Twitter. Find us on Instagram. Find us on Facebook. GiftTime Rugby. GiftTime Rugby. GiftTime Rugby. My name is GiftTime.
My name is Flynn.
Dude, this is Rugby Sense.
No nonsense.